Hi, it's Rita and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about goals. Now for me, setting goals and planning are two different things. I have my planner on my desk and that's how I keep track of my daily schedule or sometimes weekly schedule. So normal things like laundry and doctor's appointments and stuff like that. That goes in my planner. When it comes to goals, it's different. I actually plan out my goals by quarter, so 90 days. And at the beginning of each quarter, I'll sit down and I'll think about what I want to get done, what I need to get done, and then I'll set up the quarter by month. So I have the list. I do use a Kanban board over here. And I'm going to do, at the end of June, I'm going to do another video because it's going to be starting the third quarter, so I'll be able to show you how I use the Kanban board and what my goals are for that third quarter. So I sat down yesterday and today and I looked over what I wanted to get done this quarter, what I still hadn't finished. So I did the same thing in April. And in April, when I looked over the May goals, what I wanted to get done was re-release the books in the Brazen Sister series. Now I got those books back from my publisher in March, so I had to sit down and they all needed to be re-edited, reformatted, they all needed new covers, new teaser graphics and promo graphics and things like that. So I got most of that done. I got the books back on March 7th, so I had most of it done by the beginning of April. The first book released on April 18th. Now I'm doing a rapid release with those books, so there's a book coming out every 2 weeks, and the last one should be coming out June 27th. And the reason I did that is because I'm going to a conference in July. I'm going to Literary Love in Savannah. So I wanted to have those books on hand. So I decided to go with the rapid release, which has been a little bit crazy, but it seems to be working out pretty well. Another goal that I had was I got another series back from that publisher as well. I also got a standalone. But the second series, my What Are Friends For series, is supposed to be a 6-book series. I only had 4 of them come out with the publisher. And then I've had ideas for the other 2, but I didn't write them yet. So part of what I'll be doing, what I was doing in May, and I'll be finishing up in June, was prepping those for re-release as well. Same process. They needed to be re-edited, new covers, new formatting. The difference is those are novellas, so they won't be going into print. I'm thinking about actually just putting them into Kindle Unlimited, so they'll be exclusive with Amazon or KDP. I also planned on changing all my social media headers this quarter, and I was hoping to get that done in May. It was a little bit, like I said, with that first series coming out and everything, things were a little bit hectic, so that didn't happen. So it's getting pushed to June. I've also been working on swag for the conference. Now I like to give my swag a personal touch, but I do order some things, and I'm going to do a separate video on swag. I don't know if I'm going to do it before the conference or after, because I don't want to spoil. I don't want anyone to watch the video and be like, oh, I know what we're going to be getting. I don't want to spoil it. I want it to be a surprise. So I probably won't do that until August, because the conference is the last weekend in July. It's that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I was also in May working on finishing my 3rd book in my Breaker's Landing series, and that's almost done. It took a little bit longer because even though I knew which chapters, what I wanted to happen in each chapter and everything, the characters kind of threw me for a loop, so I had to add a few more chapters. And I was also working on editing my second Kismet Falls novella, Lusty Bitches Book Club, Book 1. And that was already finished. I finished it in the end of April. But I had to put it aside for a little bit and then go back in and start my revision process. So those were the biggest things that I was working on in May. Now, some things got finished, some things didn't. So I'm going to go over what I'm carrying over to June. So for the month of June, I will complete the Breaker's Landing book 3. That's going to be done. Like I said, it's almost there. And then I'm going to put that aside for a little bit, and I'll probably start working on it again in the end of July for my revision process. I'm working on editing the Lusty Bitches book. That one's in the process, so I've got it lined up to have a cover designed and stuff like that as well. I'm hoping to actually have that book out in July. So as long as everything goes on target. The swag is in full swing. So that should definitely be done by the end of June, since we're going away at the end of July. I want to make sure we have time to have everything finished. I'm sure, as always, there'll be some last minute things that I need to get done, but hopefully the bulk of it will be finished by the end of June. Now, the What Are Friends 4 series, the first four novellas are already written. I got them back. So I'm in the process of setting up the new files for those. They're all going through editing. The cover designer's already working on the covers. And I'm going to use the Camp Nano in July to write book 5 and 6, as long as nothing else pops up in the way. So basically that's what I have going on. The last 2 books of the Brazen Sister series will be released in June. We're going to finish Breakers 3. I'm going to edit Lusty Bitches 1, and I'm going to finish the swag and get my social media headers changed. I'm also going to look for a couple of Instagram challenges geared towards writers or reading, because I want to be more consistent in what I'm posting. So hopefully that'll help. And that's about it. Those are my big goals for the month to complete for the month of June. Like I said, at the end of June, when I'm getting ready to set up for the third quarter, I'll try to do a video setting up those goals and showing you how I break them down on the Kanban board. I know Sarah Cannon has a great video on how to use the Kanban board. I'll try to link it below. If you have any questions or any suggestions, let me know. See you later.